My fans, once again we are here to solve one problem here. But before that, I would still like to tell you my name still remains the great consultant and surgeon. So this afternoon we want to solve one problem on indices. So this one is a kind of complex, like complicated, but I'll teach you how to solve this. All right, sit down tight and watch how it's going to be done. Okay, we are asked to simplify 6 to the power of 2n plus 1 times 9 to the power of n times 4 to the power of 2n over 18 to the power of n times 2 to the power of n times 12 to the power of n. Don't waste your time. Start solution. Bring down the question. This is 6 to the power of 2n plus 1 times 9 to the power of n times 4 to the power of 2n over 18 to the power of n times 2n times what? 12 to the power of n. First and foremost, what are you going to do? Turn this thing, change all the numbers there, change them to their prime factors, like express them in prime factors in form of prime in factor in prime factors format. So you will now have, for 6 you will now have 2 times 3. You know that 6 there is, it has its own power to be 2n plus 1, then times, you express 9 in terms of prime factors. So this will now be bracket open 3 times what? 3 to the power of what? To the power of n, and then you now have times 4 times bracket open, sorry for that, you have bracket open 2 times 2. I hope that is for 4 now, to the power of what? 2n, all over what? All over 2 times 3 to the power of 2, that is for 18, raised to the power of n, times 2 to the power of n, times bracket open, you have 2 to the power of 2 times what? Times 3, all to the power of n. So this will now be, for this one, open the bracket. Okay, maintain it first. You have 2 times 3 to the power of 2n plus 1, bracket close, times, for this one, express it in terms of what? Index form. In index form, you now have 3 to the power of 2n, then times this one, expressed in terms of index form, you now have 2 to the power of 2 into what? 2n, close the bracket, all over what? This one, this will now be bracket open 2 times 3 to the power of 2, close, all to the power of n, then times this one, 2n will still remain, times 2 bracket open 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of n. Then for this one, express it, so that you now have 2 to the power of 2 plus 2n plus 1, then times, the power will multiply through 3 to the power of 2n plus 1 times 3 to the power of 2n times 2 times 2, there you have 2 to the power of 4n. I believe you are following. It's very simple. Now multiply this, the n will multiply through, being the power, you now have 2n to the 2 to the power of n times 3 to the power of 2n. It's very simple, times 2n, very simple, then times what? 2 to the power of 2n, the n there will multiply, then times 3 to the power of n. Very simple. Now what is here? Collect, follow the law of indices. Remember, while multiplying, you are to add the powers so far they have the same base. From here, we will check this one and this one, they have the same base. So this will now be 2 to the power of 2n plus, what is here? And base 2, it has a base 2, base power of 4. So that will add the power plus 4. No, sorry, this will now be this place will be 2n plus this one here, then add this power plus 4. It's very simple. I believe you understand. That is 4n, then multiply by this one, since they have the same base, pick one. So this will be 2n plus 1, then plus the power of what? 2n, then all over what? check, they have the same base, big, so this will now be 2n this place. This one has n, 2n plus plus 2n plus, then that is all, times for 3, you do 3 2n, then plus what you have n there. Very simple. I believe you are